So my name is Derek Sullivan. I'm 25 years old, and I currently serve as a youth pastor up here in North Carolina. And it's really cool how God has brought me to where I am today. I grew up in a very abusive home. It was very rough. There was a lot of drugs, a lot of alcohol. My parents were always fighting, and so I never understood the gospel as a child growing up. They were very far from God. They really didn't want a lot to do with church. And if it weren't for my grandparents, for my grandmom especially, there would be no gospel presence in my life ever. But God is gracious and good, and He has really brought me through a lot. I don't remember when God saved me, but I do know that my faith is in Christ, and it's been in Christ since I can remember. And I trust in Him now for salvation, and I lean on Him to guide me in life, to help me when I need it the most. But I do remember growing up in the church some, being in youth group, being involved in church some. I did some worship stuff. I did some youth group stuff. But it really didn't mean much to me. All it meant is that I'm pretending to be a really good guy. But deep down there was voids, there was anger and bitterness, and I really needed God to really work and help me get rid of this. And so when I graduated from high school, my goal was to be a Marine. I was training every day for it. I was in the delayed entry program. I was gung ho about this. This was going to happen. Well, God closed that door. I just couldn't get in because of some physical issues. And God opened a few other doors to certain colleges. I was going to go to a community college, but that was what I wanted. That wasn't what God wanted, and so that door closed. I thought I was going to continue to work for the grocery store I was at, but God closed that door too. And eventually, a really good friend of mine from church told me about Word of Life, Florida. And I looked it up and I submitted my application. And I thought, well, that'll be the end of it. But one day, when I was in Jacksonville, Florida, I got an email from the admissions counselor saying that we've accepted you. You'll start classes this fall. This was back in 2009, and I was really excited, but I didn't know what to expect. So from 2009 to 2010, God really began to do a great work in my life. He did some awesome things. He taught me the scriptures. He gave me a deeper passion for His Word, for His people, but most importantly for Him. And so God has given me many opportunities to preach and to teach His Word. And I really feel that God is leading me to revitalize dying churches or established churches that just need someone who will be faithful to the scriptures and who has a desire to see disciples made. Many people in the church I'm currently serving at have said I'm a very faithful minister, I'm a very faithful preacher, and so through their discernment, through much prayer and their counsel, I really feel that this is what God is leading me to do. It's what I'm wired to do. I love people. I love people who want to learn, who want to grow. And I'm just so thankful that God has given me an opportunity to be a part of this course at Piedmont, and how I'm going to learn to use these tools and resources to make disciples in established churches and help these churches reproduce themselves.